Hello!
Hello!
Could you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Lucie and I am so happy that I did this trip because it was amazing.
Okay, thank you. So, I want to ask you something. What is love for you?
Love is the source of life for me. Everything originates from love. It's like a big ocean and we are all born from this. And there is this idea of a triangle of love that matters to me a lot. So the top of the triangle is this unconditional love that I receive. I believe in God. I say that God is love, so it makes sense that we all originate from love. If we say that God created everything, it means basically that love created everything. That's the message. And once we can feel this unconditional love in our heart, for me it's through praying or meditating or being in nature or being with people. Once I feel fulfilled, I can love myself. So it's like, here is unconditional love, then love myself. And it's important to love yourself, and I have to repeat this to myself, to take care of yourself. And because a glass can only spill what it contains. And if your glass is empty, you cannot love others, which is the last part of the triangle. What does it mean to love others? For me, it's mostly caring about others through simple gestures, like preparing breakfast for your friend who is sleeping late, smiling to people, singing, showing joy, peace. So caring about others, being attentive. And I would also say that love is unconditional, without judgment, without limits. And if you truly love somebody, you're able to communicate directly with them, because you know they won't judge you either.
Wow, thank you. That's really a very nice message and definition of love. And yeah, so the second question would be, what are the most essential things in your life?
So, can you guess? Love, of course, is the root, the central root, like I defined it already. And I would also say that there is no love without freedom. So we are free to choose to love, and this makes all the difference. Because if someone would tell me, you have to love, it wouldn't be real love, because I wouldn't have chosen it. But if I choose to love, I choose to put it in the center of my life. So yeah, love. And then I would say two other things, joy and peace. Peace first, because it's not only absence of conflicts, it's inner peace. So this idea that I can feel relaxed and balanced, and yeah, to love myself and to love others. And joy, because I love joy. It's amazing. Singing, dancing, being crazy, smiling, it brings so much happiness in life. So yeah, joy.
Thank you, you really feel that. So, and then I would like to know, what does living together mean for you?
So, I had prepared a nice sign, but I don't have it, but it's okay, about the etymology of the word together, that comes from an Indo-European language. So, geg, it means unite, join, fit. So basically, together, it comes from the idea of uniting people, joining people. And there are many practical ways of living together concretely. Some people can choose to live all in the same house. Some people can choose to have their flats and to share only some parts of their life with others, for example, eating, working. But I think what really is important in order to live together is to have some times that are dedicated to do something that is not material, that is spiritual. So, second etymology focus. Spirituals, it comes from the Latin word spiritus, that is, the source of life, the breath of life. And it's really this idea of doing something that is not connected to materiality. So, not only eating or working together, but doing some times of silence, praying, meditating, dancing, singing, whatever makes us feel alive. Yes.
Nice, thank you a lot. And yeah, so another question connected, I think, to this one. What is the fundament, or what would be the fundament of the community you would like to live in?
That's a good question. So, love, of course, would be the basic roots. and freedom, of course, the freedom to choose to love. And I also want to say that I don't imagine myself living in a community that would be like a house where everyone is eating together or working together all the time. But I would more imagine it concretely, living in a village or a town with my own house or flat. I would love to have a family someday, to have children and a husband, nice husband, and to have some times in my day that would be dedicated to coming together. So I would have my own activity. I guess it would include a lot of working in nature, farming, music, and yeah, this. And then I would love to have 2 or 3 times a day a space where I could go and invite other people, maybe like a big tent, for example, where people could come freely if they want to share some times of silence or music or dancing or sharing about a text, something spiritual, and to leave this door open at least 2 times a day, and to have really a structure to say in this time in the morning and in this time in the evening, and then people of the town, the village, could just come if they want to, if they have time. So this idea of opening a door for people to come together, this would be the base. And I would say that everything that follows will follow later, and this is really the base. And also, in general, the base of the community, for me, the most important is treat the other as you would like to be treated. And this idea of respect and caring. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, sounds very convincing. I think I would be in. Great. So, at the end, would you like to leave another message, add something?
Yeah, I would like to say there can be miracles when you believe. So always leave the door open, because it may sound very crazy sometimes, but sometimes when your heart is speaking, it doesn't come from the brain, and you don't even need to understand the reason behind it, but you can sense it inside your heart, what is right for you. And if you believe in it, if you believe it's the right thing for you, you will feel it at some point. And also, don't hesitate to ask. So me, I ask God because I believe in God, but you can also just ask like the universe or love or your friends or nature or whatever. Just ask if you have questions, and leave the space for being open and listening to the answer, and listen to your heart.
Wow. Thank you. Good message at the end. Goodbye.
Amore vince tutto.